Hello YouTube, this is Demar1079 coming at you as another World of Warship video, and today we'll be taking a look at the early access ship of the, as they call it, alternate British battleship line. I call it the British Battlecruiser line, HMS Tiger. I had literally just gotten her today of the time of this recording, which is the 8th. And let's just take a little quick panorama of her. And finally, some other ship class besides the German line that does have torpedo tubes. I know the German line for only the battleships like Scharnhorst, Gneisenau, and Tirpitz have torpedo tubes. And except all the other like higher tiered British battle cruisers like the tier 6s and above have them. But the British line from the get-go have torpedo tubes. Just give you a little closer look. Have not upgraded her. Have not played with her. Weird that the little flag, the British flag, is right there, not up top. In this, she is a one-off design of a battle cruisers for the British, so she never had any sister ships. Kind of like Hood. Hood was a one-off, except in this terms, she has like I think I heard 13.5-inch guns. You can see the little temp commander I have. I may give her this commander because he seems really good to have, but we'll see. So let's get her in the battle and see how we do. Quick little loading bit. Kind of sad that I didn't get the other ships that I could actually look into in my book, which still other battle cruisers of the British Navy that they kept was Renown and Repulse. All the other ones are scrapped, non-existent. I forgot to show the little thing. Basically, this battle cruiser, someone in the British Admiralty at the time of her being commissioned into the fleet, she was rushed in because the flagship of, I guess, the fast wing for the Battle of Jutland, I believe it was. I literally just heard this, looked up the video to listen to it. I'll put the video that I listened to for her exact history in the description down below to go check it out. But yes, her little career, she did all the famous World War One battles as far as my understanding goes, and then she stayed around until the 1920s. She survived the Washington Naval Treaty. She somewhat survived for a little bit at least after the London Naval Treaty. She stayed the flagship of the British Navy while Hood went in for, I guess, maintenance, refitting, rearming, and all that other stuff. But when Hood came back and retook her bit as the flagship of the British Navy, this happened. Sorry, I just cut off mid-sentence. There's a little bit of yelling in the background, but basically, and also I'll have to confirm it was the little description thing for her, like where at her little bio, that I also believe she was the basis for the Congo class that I'm shooting at currently, which is neat. Actually, they said this: if they were to have retained her, spoiler alert, she did not survive. She was paid off, and then she was sold for scrap. And then, pretty much, they said, how the guy that I saw said that if they were to kept her, maybe she would have been good for Panzer Shift, like, targets, but stuff like, Scharnhorst and Eisenhower, they probably would have went after her, and everything. Basically, she did her country proud in World War One. They don't think, a lot of people don't think that she would have fared any that good in the Second World War, and I guess I was wrong. They do not have torpedo tubes first. Oh wait, yes they do.
We've destroyed an enemy cruiser. Our team has taken the lead. Victory is in sight.
Problem solved, sir. Engine boost activated.
Sorry for the brief amount of silence. Just some stuff going on in the house, so didn't want any of you to hear anything stupid, I guess. But I was wrong. Torpedoes and everything, and I was right eventually too. That they were going to add the British battle cruisers eventually, which is good. Which now begs the question, if they were had this in the plans, I wonder then if they'll add submarines. Let me know what you think in the comments below on that one, if they will add submarines at this point. Which really, I agree with some people I've heard talking about it, if they were to bring submarines to the console. If you've never played it or heard of it, there's a old Xbox 360 game called Battle Stations Pacific. You can still get it on Xbox today. It would have to, I think, work like that almost, I would think. Or pretty much, since it's pretty much submarines, then your main armament is torpedo tubes. The secondaries, like the secondary, some would just fire on their own at the surface, like the deck-mounted guns for U-boats and everything. Pretty much, I guess. There's no switching between, like here for the battleship, your main guns and torpedo tubes, or HG, AP. So pretty much triangle and square could be your diving controls for the submarine. So that could be good. I don't know. That's how I see it happening if they do it, now that I think of it. Which, even though I have said it on camera, I believe, and off camera, or on stream, destroyers are a nuisance. I don't like them when they're hiding, especially if they're nearby, and especially if I'm in a higher ranked game, where they're a lot more sneakier, their torpedoes hit harder, and they travel farther. They're annoying little nuisances, but it'd probably be the same way for the submarine too, but eventually I would probably have to then suck it up and really expand my destroyer fleet, because it's the most that, I guess, the newest destroyer I have, the highest ranked destroyer in my entire fleet, would be the premium Fletcher class destroyer, USS Black. That's about my best. That's about my highest tier one. Or no, actually no, scratch that. Legendary tier, my legendary tier. Shimakaze and Yiring are my best ones. But if you haven't got the legendary tiers, Destroyer Black is my best. So pretty much my two legendaries, which I don't really play all that much, so pretty much Destroyer. That one, he's about the only one that I can really use for depth charging them. Which, if that's the case, they do have the battleships at higher tier and PC to where you can have a plane come in and drop depth charges that way. Which I guess you could switch out, like, your air reconnaissance plane, your spotting aircraft, your secondary armament to go after you and stuff like that, I guess. For that little bit. I don't know, I'm supposed to be talking about Tiger, but Tiger's history goes as far as the 1920s, early 1920s. Versus
Engine boost activated.
if I were have gotten renown, her history goes past repulses, so I would have been able to do a lot more history on her since I'll have what they call both the R classes, or not. Either the joke, either call them by their original name, Renown, Repulse, or their joke name, Refit and Repair. So I don't know what joke at your own thing. Let's see, the torpedo's 6 kilometers, not that bad of a range. Can't find the torpedo tube launchers on these ships, weirdly enough. See if we can get another one. Or if you can hear pots and pans jingling and jangling in the background. Sorry about that brief pause again. If I can turn before we get shot up. Let's see if we can get it. Well, that's the end of Tiger. Overall, a good ship. Gotta get used to her like any ship. She's a battle cruiser, so I gotta remember capital ship grade guns, cruiser levels of armor. Nice added bonus that she has torpedo tubes, which they're spaced out from one end to the other, so pretty much as fast as a Congo class by -1 knot of speed. Instead of 30, she's 29. Which, after she sings, I will show the specs that I know I keep forgetting. And things of hers, sadly enough. There she goes. A nice... Actually, I think I can see. Did they actually get the little thing to where actually I had the rudder turned and they turned it to... No, straight on. Kind of weird how they did that. They don't show like the last rudder thing. And there she goes. In one little thing. So, kind of wish that they had the ability to put this in, since a lot of people that know naval history, especially British naval history, the battle cruisers were kind of like almost bombs. They tend to go boom. But there you go. Well, that's, yeah, it's based off the Japanese ordered the design and all that. With all that, you can see all the battles she took place in and everything. Can't really see her armor since she sank. Show you the stats and everything. Still overall, not a bad ship. Can't wait to really get the reviewing bit if I get like Renown next. Just compare Repulse here to her sister ship. But overall, the Tiger is good. So if you can get her hand on her, she's a good starting ship if that's the first one you get. But pretty much on that note, I'm rambling now, so I want to thank you all for watching. Please like and subscribe and hit that bell to notify you anytime that I post a video or go live. And please leave your comments down below for like the questions I asked. What do you think about the ideas and all that stuff? And what do you think about the Battlecruiser line? Let me know. And as always, I hope you have a great rest of your day, and I'll catch y'all in the next one. See ya.